Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. NXT General Manager Ava has sent a message following The Rock's massive announcement on Instagram. The Great One is heading to NXT tomorrow night. The Brahma Bull made an appearance on Raw on Netflix and took to his Instagram live shortly after. During the live, the veteran announced he would be on tomorrow's NXT New Year's Evil. Shortly after the announcement was made, The Rock's daughter and NXT GM Ava took to her X/Twitter and wrote the following. The Great One cut an incredible promo on Raw on Netflix. He acknowledged Roman Reigns and his rival Cody Rhodes, extending his gratitude to the duo after Roman Reigns defeated Solo Sikoa to win the Ula Fala. The final boss appeared again and asked Paul Heyman to hand over the Ula Fala to him. He then placed the Ula Fala around Reigns' neck and had an epic stare down with the OTC. To the fans' relief, the duo then had a heartfelt embrace. At this point, there's still no concrete update on whether these two megastars will collide somewhere down the line. Moreover, fans are excited to see what Johnson does on tomorrow's NXT New Year's Evil. Ava's message. A moment of destiny. It had been a typical Wednesday afternoon. Ava was lounging on her couch, scrolling through her social media feed. The sun was slowly setting, casting a soft orange glow over the city skyline visible from her apartment window. She was sipping a cup of hot chocolate, her eyes flicking between the stream of posts and notifications. Wrestling had always been her favorite pastime, a passion passed down from her father who had been a huge fan back in the day. She remembered the countless hours spent in front of the TV, captivated by the drama, the athleticism, and of course, the larger-than-life personalities. As she refreshed her Instagram feed, Ava froze. A new post had just dropped from none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The words on the screen were impossible to miss. "I'll be on WWE NXT tomorrow night. Don't miss it." Ava's heart skipped a beat. This was huge. The Rock hadn't made an appearance on WWE NXT in years, and now, out of nowhere, he was returning. She read the post over and over again, trying to process it, but the excitement was overwhelming. She had to do something to mark the occasion. A surge of creative energy coursed through her. Ava knew that The Rock's return to WWE NXT was going to set the wrestling world on fire, and she was part of it. She could feel the pulse of history in the air. This moment wasn't just a fan moment, it was a cultural moment, a crossroads between old legends and new stars. She had to mark it with a statement of her own. Her fingers hovered over her phone. She pondered over what to do. A tweet? A post? A status update? No, she decided. She needed to keep it simple, yet impactful. She thought about how often The Rock would cut promos with his signature phrase. His words were never long, but they carried weight. She wanted to match that energy. The message had to be brief, but unforgettable. Ava pressed her phone's keyboard and typed the 3 words that would capture the essence of this iconic moment. "It's time, baby." The 3 words were so simple, yet they conveyed everything she felt in that moment. It was time. Time for The Rock to return to the ring. Time for the future of WWE NXT to collide with the past. Time for history to repeat itself, and for fans like her to witness it live. Ava hit send, leaning back on her couch with a satisfied grin. Her 3-word message had been sent out into the world. She could almost feel the electricity of the internet buzzing as fans reacted to the announcement. But something inside her knew this message would become more than just a fan's reaction. It would be a signal, something that would resonate with the world. As she continued scrolling through her feed, she noticed that her message had already begun to gain traction. Other fans had retweeted it, shared it, or even commented with their own variations. The words, "It's time, baby," were catching on like wildfire, not just among her friends, but across the wrestling community. Ava's phone buzzed again, this time with a notification from a friend. It was a simple reply to her tweet. "Ava, that was legendary. The Rock is back and so are you." She smiled. It was a good feeling to know her words were making waves. But Ava wasn't done. She had a feeling that this was just the beginning. The next day, NXT TakeOver. The arena was alive with the sound of thousands of fans roaring in excitement. WWE NXT had long been the proving ground for rising stars, a place where tomorrow's champions were made. But tonight? Tonight was different. The atmosphere was electric, the kind of energy that only The Rock's presence could generate. Ava had been watching from the comfort of her apartment, glued to the TV. The anticipation was palpable. She knew that the moment was near. The Rock was about to make his way down to the ring. She could feel the crowd's energy, feel her pulse quicken as the countdown to history ticked down, and then it happened. The lights dimmed. The familiar sounds of The Rock's entrance music blared through the speakers, sending the audience into a frenzy. The arena erupted as The Rock himself strode down the ramp, his unmistakable swagger and larger-than-life presence filling every inch of the space. He took his time, soaking in the adoration of the fans who had been waiting for this moment for years. Ava's heart was racing. She had been waiting for this moment, and now it was here. The Rock, back on NXT, was the moment that connected the present with the past. It wasn't just about wrestling anymore, it was about legacy. As The Rock climbed into the ring, he stood center stage, the crowd's deafening cheers still ringing in his ears. He waited for the noise to die down before raising the microphone to his lips. Well, The Rock began, his voice commanding the room. The people have spoken, and tomorrow night, NXT is going to feel the electrifying power of the Brahma Bull himself. But tonight's about more than just me. Tonight, we're about the future of NXT. The crowd went wild. The Rock's words hung in the air, and Ava could feel the magnitude of the moment. This was history, happening live in front of her eyes. Tomorrow night, we're going to see something special, The Rock continued, his tone shifting. The future, right here in this ring, and I'm going to be there to see it all. Ava couldn't help but smile, knowing that she had been part of this historic moment. She had sent that message, her 3 words, out into the world, and now the world was responding. The fans were chanting, the excitement was building, and everything felt like it was coming full circle. The aftermath. Later that night, after the event had concluded, Ava's phone buzzed nonstop with notifications. The 3 words she had sent out into the world had sparked something. The Rock's appearance had been the talk of the town, and her message had gone viral. It wasn't just the fans who had caught on. Some of the biggest names in the wrestling world had responded to her tweet. WWE stars, former champions, even wrestling legends were sharing her words, using them as a rallying cry for the future of the business. Her Twitter feed exploded with excitement. Fans all over the world were using the hashtag #It'sTimeBaby, creating a wave of enthusiasm that rippled through the wrestling community. The message had become more than just a fan's reaction. It had become a symbol of anticipation, excitement, and the endless possibilities that lay ahead for WWE NXT. As Ava scrolled through the responses, she saw a tweet that made her stop in her tracks. It was from none other than The Rock himself. "You called it, Ava, it's time, baby." Ava's heart skipped a beat. The Rock had acknowledged her message. It wasn't just a tweet, it was a moment of recognition. She had become a part of the larger-than-life story of wrestling, forever connected to the night The Rock returned to WWE NXT, and that was just the beginning. From that day forward, Ava's 3-word message lived on in the hearts of wrestling fans everywhere. It became a mantra, a reminder that when the stars aligned, when the past and future of WWE collided, it was time for something great for Ava. It was more than just about being part of the moment. It was about recognizing that sometimes the smallest actions, like sending a 3-word message, could lead to something truly legendary. In the world of WWE, everything was larger than life, and now, Ava had left her mark on the greatest show on earth. The Rock had come back. And Ava had made sure the world knew it was time. Baby, this narrative explores the significance of a simple message in the world of professional wrestling. By capturing Ava's excitement and her message's impact, it highlights how even small moments can become part of something much bigger, transcending fan interaction and turning into a cultural moment. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.